You welcome to Nature Nurture Hub, where your love for plants grows into a thriving garden of knowledge and beauty. One healthy aloe vera plant on your windowsill can become your most reliable, low-maintenance green companion for years. If you are looking for a plant that is beautiful, useful, drought-tolerant, and beginner-friendly, aloe vera is one of the best choices you can make for your home or garden in the United States. Botanically known as aloe vera, this succulent has been grown for centuries for its soothing gel and striking architectural leaves. Today, it remains one of the most popular houseplants across American homes because it thrives with minimal care and adapts easily to indoor and outdoor environments. Aloe vera is a succulent, which means it stores water in its thick, fleshy leaves. This natural ability makes it highly drought-tolerant and perfect for busy beginners who may forget occasional watering. Whether you live in a sunny apartment in California, a suburban home in Texas, or a cooler climate in New York, aloe vera can adapt beautifully when given proper light, well-draining soil, and a careful watering routine. Growing aloe vera successfully begins with choosing the right plant or starting method. Most beginners start with a small nursery plant or a pup, which is a baby plant that grows at the base of a mature aloe vera. Aloe vera can also be propagated through offsets, which makes it easy to multiply your plant over time. If you purchase a young plant, select one with firm, plump leaves and no signs of rot or mushy spots. The most important factor in aloe vera care is light. Aloe vera loves bright, indirect sunlight. In most parts of the United States, placing your plant near a south-facing or west-facing window provides ideal lighting conditions. Aim for at least 6 to 8 hours of bright light daily. In cooler northern states, aloe vera can handle more direct sunlight. However, in extremely hot regions like Arizona or Nevada, intense afternoon sun may cause leaf scorching. If you notice brown or reddish leaf tips, slightly reduce direct exposure. If you are growing aloe vera outdoors, it thrives in USDA zones 9 to 11 where winters are mild. In colder climates, it should be grown in containers so it can be brought indoors before temperatures drop below 40 F. Aloe vera prefers temperatures between 55 F and 85 F. It does not tolerate frost, and freezing temperatures can damage or kill the plant. During winter in colder states, keep your plant indoors in a warm, bright location. Soil choice is critical for healthy roots. Aloe vera must be planted in well-draining soil to prevent root rot. Standard garden soil is too heavy and retains excess moisture. Instead, use a cactus or succulent potting mix. You can also create your own blend by mixing regular potting soil with coarse sand or perlite to improve drainage. Good airflow around roots ensures strong growth and prevents fungal issues. Container selection also matters. Always use a pot with drainage holes Terracotta pots are especially recommended because they allow excess moisture to evaporate more easily than plastic containers. Choose a pot slightly larger than the root ball, but avoid oversized containers as too much soil can hold excess moisture. The correct watering routine is the most common question beginners ask. Because aloe vera is a succulent, overwatering is the number one mistake. The rule is simple: water deeply but infrequently. Allow the soil to dry out completely between waterings. In most American households, watering every 2 to 3 weeks is sufficient. During hot summer months, you may water slightly more often. In winter, reduce watering to once a month or less. To check if your aloe vera needs water, insert your finger 2 inches into the soil. If it feels dry, it is time to water. If it still feels moist, wait a few more days. When watering, soak the soil thoroughly until water drains from the bottom of the pot. Then empty the saucer to prevent standing water. Never let the plant sit in water, as this leads to root rot. Healthy aloe vera roots depend on proper drainage and careful watering habits. Signs of overwatering include yellow leaves, soft mushy texture, and drooping appearance. If you suspect root rot, remove the plant from the pot, trim any black or soft roots, allow them to dry, and repot in fresh, dry soil. Underwatering, on the other hand, may cause thin, curled leaves. Adjust gradually to maintain balance. Fertilizing aloe vera is simple and minimal. This plant does not require heavy feeding. During spring and summer, you can apply a diluted succulent fertilizer once every 2 to 3 months. Use half the recommended strength to avoid overfeeding. You avoid fertilizing during fall and winter when the plant enters a slower growth phase. Too much fertilizer can cause salt buildup and damage roots. Pruning aloe vera mainly involves removing old or damaged leaves. If lower leaves turn brown or dry out, trim them cleanly at the base using sterilized scissors. Removing older leaves encourages the plant to focus energy on new growth. If your aloe vera produces pups, you can gently separate them once they are a few inches tall and have their own roots. This is a great way to propagate and expand your plant collection. Aloe vera is generally resistant to pests, but occasional issues can occur. Mealybugs and spider mites sometimes appear indoors. If you notice white cotton-like spots or tiny webs, wipe leaves gently with a damp cloth and apply insecticidal soap if necessary. Good air circulation and avoiding overwatering prevent most pest problems. Leaf discoloration is another common concern. Brown leaf tips often indicate too much direct sun or inconsistent watering. Pale leaves may signal insufficient light. Adjust the plant's position gradually rather than moving it abruptly into intense sunlight. Aloe vera adapts best when changes are made slowly. Repotting is usually needed every 2 to 3 years. If roots begin circling the bottom of the pot or pups overcrowd the container, choose a slightly larger pot and refresh the soil. Repotting in spring is ideal because it aligns with the plant's active growth period. Aloe vera is not only decorative but also practical. Many American households use the gel inside its leaves for soothing minor burns and skin irritations. To harvest gel, select a mature outer leaf, cut it close to the base, and allow the yellow sap to drain before slicing open the leaf. Always use fresh gel and avoid over-harvesting from small plants. Indoor aloe vera plants contribute to a calming atmosphere and require minimal maintenance, making them ideal for beginners, students, and busy families. Outdoor plants in warm climates can grow larger and even produce tall flower spikes under ideal conditions. Consistency is the key to success. Bright light, well-draining soil, and controlled watering form the foundation of healthy aloe vera care. Unlike many flowering plants, aloe vera does not demand constant attention. Instead, it rewards patience and moderation. If you are just starting your gardening journey, aloe vera is one of the safest and most satisfying plants to grow. It builds confidence because it is forgiving, adaptable, and long-lasting. Watching your plant produce new pups over time is a reminder that even simple care can lead to beautiful growth. Now is the perfect time to add aloe vera to your home. With the right light, correct watering routine, occasional feeding, and proper pruning, your plant can thrive for many years. Whether you grow it on a sunny windowsill, balcony, or backyard patio, aloe vera brings both beauty and usefulness into your life. Grow with Nature Nurture Hub and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more beginner-friendly gardening guides, plant care tips, and seasonal growing inspiration. If you love learning about seasonal flowering plants, gardening tips, and nature care, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Nature Nurture Hub, your home for year-round garden inspiration. Let's keep growing together.